Hiya, I hope you're keeping well. Today I'm going to share some cleanser recommendations, in particular with red or rosacea prone skin in mind, but by all means quite a few of them are suitable for lots of different skin types. Now, as always, everything I've used is going to be listed in the description, so if you click the IGTV button to make it full screen, the title will come up along the top, click the arrow next to it and a full list of everything I've used will drop down. Now, because it's Rosacea Awareness Month, I knew I was going to be making quite a few videos, and I asked quite a few of these brands if they'd be able to give a discount code, and a lot of them have been able to. So if you do see something you like, they've all got slightly different offerings, but you can get them at a bit of a lesser price. Now, just to be really clear, I've not been paid to share any of these codes. There's no commission made off them. It makes zero difference to me whether you use them or not. But ultimately, because I knew that there was going to be lots more of a discussion around rosacea this month, I thought it'd be nice that if you've been doing your own research and making informed choices about the kind of things you want to use, you can try them for a little bit less. Now, a few quick things I always like to point out. I'm not a doctor, and the best place for you to get proper medical advice is to book a one-to-one with the GP, so always keep that in mind. And also, if you see anything in these videos that you like the look of, but you want to ask some further questions or check that it's going to be right for you, you can always utilise the live chat function on any of these brands' websites. Lots of them have got experts that will be able to talk you through exactly what's going to be right for you. And also, there's a really good website called Inky Decoder that I can't recommend enough. If you know that there are certain ingredients that don't quite agree with you, you can copy and paste the ingredients list of any product into that website. It will show you what's in there and you can make the best decision for yourself based on that. But all of that said, here are some suggestions of things that I think you'll really enjoy. Okay, I would confidently recommend any of these cleansers. So when you're listening to the descriptions, I want you to just keep in mind what kind of texture do you like the sound of, what's your budget. Any of them are going to work well. So really the choice is yours in terms of what you want the delivery system to be. And to start, I'm going to show you a few that I think even if you are so sensitive, reactive, red, you're not going to have a problem with. I'm going to kick off with the Roche Posay Micellar water. I just thought for argument's sake I would show you. I've got this in a few different parts of the house. This micellar water feels like water. It feels so gentle, but it will remove all of your makeup. I think I've said to you before, because I do lots of makeup videos and things, sometimes I can be removing my makeup several times a day. That will get everything off effortlessly, easily, and it's not going to irritate or dry the skin in any way. In the same family, I wanted to show you the Roche Posay Toleriane Dermo-Cleanser. I know from speaking to you, this is one of the most loved cleansers I've spoken to people about. This is essentially a cleansing cream that will break down any dirt, SPF makeup. It is super gentle. And in general, I just want to tell you, there are lots of different Roche Posay ranges. Toleriane has been designed that even if you are so sensitive, your skin is so easily irritated, it will not further disrupt your skin. So if you're that person that says, oh my gosh, I can only use water, my skin's really sore, this is going to be the range to have a little look at. They're all very affordable. I go through that quickly because I use it a lot, but at the same time, it lasts a really long time because a small bit would do a great job for you. Now, if you have more of a dry skin and you want something really hydrating and really gentle, this is quite new to me, but this is one of the best cleansers I've ever used. This is the Avene Tolerance Extreme Cleanser. Avene is another brand that has so many great solutions. You can't really go wrong with anything from them. But this particular cleanser, you just feel like you're taking your makeup off with a cream, but it melts all your makeup off. Like eye makeup, stubborn lipstick, everything. It's really hydrating. You don't feel like you've stripped your skin in any way after you've used this. So if you want fail safe, I really would feel confident that even the most irritated of skins would get on well with it. I would go for one of those. Some of the others I still really rate, but I would advise you to just have a little look and check that they're going to be right for you, because actually they might have slightly more active ingredients, maybe a bit more hydrating, maybe a bit more brightening, and you might just want to double check. But I have personally got on with any of these that I'm about to show you. I'm trying to think where to start. Okay. I'm going to start with the SkinCeuticals Gentle Cleansing Cream. Now, SkinCeuticals, I just kind of wanted to have explained, is definitely a step up in price. And the reason for that is everything that they sell or the claims that they give are all based on clinical trial results. So you know when you see like a new launch and it will say 90% of participants agreed that their skin looked smoother or whatever it is, they don't deal with what anyone thinks. They deal on absolute biopsy of skin fact. And their products are so great at kind of instant results. I'm going to go into a bit more of SkinCeuticals in the moisturiser and active ingredients videos that I'm planning to put up tomorrow and Tuesday. But essentially the Gentle Cream Cleanser does what it says on the tin, a really gentle cream that will lift and remove any makeup. You've got a tiny bit of orange peel oil in here, which is going to really help to lift everything effectively. So that in mind, you're going to notice that it has a very light citrusy scent. I would also say, while we're talking about SkinCeuticals, Charlotte from SkinCeuticals is fantastic. I'm going to link her profile in the copy of the video as well. If you watch some of her videos, you'll get a really good understanding of the brand, how it works, but it's a really nice one to know. Okay. If hydration is important to you, I'm going to show you a couple actually. One of them, which you could use as a micellar water, is the It Cosmetics Miracle Water. Now this is essentially a 3-in-1 tonic. So you can use it as a micellar water to remove your makeup. You can use it as a brightening kind of lotion underneath your makeup to add a bit more glow, or you can use it as a hydrating treatment essence. Now, I remember when I first tried this, I noticed that it feels a bit denser than your average micellar water. So let's say, for example, if you want something that is going to completely not irritate the skin, get your makeup off, feel like nothing, that's when you want to go for your little Roche Posay. Get all my words out. If you want something that's going to remove your makeup and also feel like a hydrating step, you'll probably really like the Miracle Water. In the same kind of hydrating vein, this is one of my favourite picks for all skin types actually, and one of my favourite brands is the Hydrating Cleanser from CeraVe. Now, just to tell you, CeraVe is, if CeraVe was more expensive than it was, I would love it. But ultimately, it's a very affordable high street brand. You'll find it readily available, you know, in Boots, places like that. But the sizes are enormous. This is actually the 473ml. The normal kind of regular size would be this one, which is also huge, the 236. The Hydrating Cleanser is a cleansing gel and it's very lightweight. It is packed full of hyaluronic acid. Everything at CeraVe, they're really kind of known as the authority on cleansers, and they really have the skin barrier in mind with their products. So if you think about the skin barrier, essentially, if the skin barrier is a bit weakened or compromised, irritants can get in and moisture's going to get out. And what that's going to mean for a red or rosacea prone skin is that it's going to feel uncomfortable and tight, whereas this is packed with ingredients that are going to help to repair that skin barrier again. Very high in hyaluronic acid, which is brilliant for retaining moisture, but I would say just give it a try if you're especially sensitive, because even that may feel like a little step up for you. But ultimately you cannot go wrong with anything from this brand. And I also wanted to show you, while we're talking about cleansers, the SA Smoothing Cleanser. Again, no guesses as to how much we love this one. Because it's got a very gentle salicylic acid exfoliant, I'm not saying that you should use it every single day if you have a red or rosacea prone skin in mind, because that exfoliant may be too rich for you. But what this is brilliant for is if you notice that you get little red bumps on your arms, if you do need to exfoliate, or even if it's not you and it's someone in your family that's maybe got little bumps under the skin, quite common with prolonged mask wearing actually. You know, a lot of people are saying they're getting those small bumps. That is one of the best products you'll ever get. And I'm especially excited, I'd just like to say, about CeraVe. You know, I appreciate for lots of people with rosacea, sensitive skin, irritable skin, you might have tried loads of products time and time again and spent a fortune and feel frustrated. CeraVe is affordable at the best of times, and then you'd get your 20% on top. It's just a nice option to try if you don't want to, you know, go into a trap of getting something else that doesn't work. I'm keeping an eye on the time. I'm going to go quite quickly now. Okay, Elemis. Absolutely lovely, gorgeous brand that so many people love. For me, I try and avoid fragrance where I can. So for a long time, there weren't loads of skin things I used to use from Elemis, even though I've always loved it for body and things like that. Recently, they've brought out 2 brilliant cleansers that I absolutely love. I'll talk you through them both. So you've got your Pro-Collagen Cleansing Balm, one of the absolute heroes from them, now comes in a fragrance-free balm. If you want a rich, dense, buttery cleanse, I don't want to use the word buttery because I'm going to use it for this one, a very rich, oily cleanse. You put it on as a solid balm. As you work it in, it melts down into an oil. Then you splash it with water and it completely melts away as a milk. This removes all of your makeup so quickly. It's one of my favourite. I'm so tired. I do not want to be in front of the sink all night. I just want to get my makeup off and go to bed. It's fantastic. In the same vein, the Superfood butter. This genuinely feels like you're taking makeup off with a butter. I think so many brands say this is buttery, that's buttery. This genuinely feels like a butter. This has a very gentle AHA exfoliant in it. So what you're going to notice with this one is it's fragrance-free, super gentle, melts all your makeup, very buttery, but it will also brighten the appearance of the skin. Now, as that has an exfoliant in it, if you're especially sensitised, you might just prefer to go with the traditional balm. But if you want a little bit of brightness every so often, that is one of my favourite cleansers I've ever used. I don't think there's anything else that I've tried in a similar texture and that gives a similar finish to that, so it's lovely. 3 minutes, oh my goodness, we're going to do this. Okay, the Kate Somerville Soothing Cleanser. Absolutely love this entire range. Essentially, Kate Somerville has a clinic and she developed a cleanser, serum and moisturiser all in this DeliKate family. And what it was designed for was if you've just had a peel or a treatment and you need to use something super gentle to bring your skin back down to a calmer place, that's where this line steps in. This is a lovely lightweight kind of cream. It'll remove all of your makeup. It's so gentle. This, the serum and the moisturiser, I'm going to touch on them in the other videos. I've gone through this whole set about 3 times and she only launched it, I think it was maybe this time last year. Absolutely love it. One of the nicest ranges you will get, and nice as well if you just want a simple 3-step that's going to do the job. Now, I've got 2 minutes, we're going to be fine. This cleanser, the Kiehl's Centella Sensitive Cleanser, what I would say with this is really unique about it, it goes on like a gel and it doesn't melt down. You know how lots of balms and things get a bit more silkier when you get them on? This stays in its same consistency and it stays really rich. And what's great about this, it will remove your makeup, but also if you want to give your skin a bit of a massage, if you don't want it to go anywhere, this is going to be great. And what I love doing with this, I remember a dermatologist said to me recently, if your skin is so incredibly hot and tight and it's worse after a hot shower, you might like to moisturise before you get in the shower. Really good tip. If you put some of that on when you get in the shower, it stays in that thick layer, it won't melt, you'll be able to have a wash. This is going to keep your skin protected, prevent any further moisture loss or irritation, and then you can just wash it off. Really, really good one if the shower is a bit of a trigger for you and you get out and you're a lot more red. Can't recommend it enough. And then there's one that I don't have to hand that I did want to mention, the Murad Prebiotic Cleanser. That goes on like a cream and kind of melts down into an oil. There are a few different things from Murad that I really like that I'm going to be showing in other videos. And I just think that's a really lovely option if you were thinking to get a few things from them. I'm nearly out of time. I really hope that was helpful. So if there's anything you want to have a little look at, click to make the video full screen. A full list of everything will drop down. All of the different codes and expiry dates are there. Feel free to leave any questions for me in the comments here and come back tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about moisturisers and lots of different hydrating things for your routine. But thanks for watching. I hope it was helpful and I'll chat to you tomorrow.